Edition LLC, Crystal Edge Technology Screens, and our FLEVT company coming soon. But anyway, yep, got my 10,950 steps in. So I left the the counter on, and apparently me walking here and there and taking care of this and take care of errands here and there, getting things done. Yeah, I accumulated the over the 10,000 mark. So my friend is going to do things differently because we saw the YouTube video of the weirdo who went in, and now you're stalking people that in stores. Well, guess what? Jamie, your information just got submitted to a bunch of places around here, and now they're very interested in figuring out who you are and basically addressing you at your front door, which means there's going to be a bunch of lawyers coming after you now. And here's another thing too. I found the address that he used at the end of the day. There's a bar, and I contacted the owner, had a nice talk with him, let them know that Solomon Lake 5, McAfee, and keep in mind, McAfee, you're in Ohio, right? So they can hire a private investigator in their area to track your whereabouts to file criminal charges right in your own state. Yes, I was able to track down the bar. Actually, it's a gay bar. So you use the gay bar to go in and send nonsense back and forth all down here in Pennsylvania. So I'm going to take pictures of them, send them over their address with your name and everything on it, send it over to them and show that you'll be using their address to commit crimes. So how long would it take in a town of 800 population do you think they're going to be able to find you? Also, too, I sent your pictures over too. Your whole entire Facebook account, they got it now. I just literally just had this conversation about y'all doing dumb stuff at the end of the day. And how every time it just backfires, it just blow up in your face every single time. I have your entire Facebook account. All your information is on it. Because you were dumb enough to go into my account and carry on, and you left it open. Same thing with Jamie. He left his open too. And yours went over too, Jamie. For every person that one of your little weirdos contacts, we're going to send your information over. You know why? Because you initiated the nonsense, so therefore you should be a part of it. See, the thing about cyber stalkers and stuff like that, they don't want to be identified. They want to hide behind their computers and phones, but when their information's out there, it's a whole different story. And if you sit there and say, oh, you doxed my address, no. You just committed a crime, a very serious crime, and you used someone else's address to commit the crime. And I was able to contact the owner. So the owner will be reaching out to me. I left all my information. Anything he needs, we'll send it right over to him. And we got your letter over here with their address attached to it, and your name and your Facebook account. And guess what? Once they bring an investigator in, it'll be no time at all before they track down who the freak you are and bring you in for charges. Dumb. And then we'll have your address because they'll share it with us. You know the term, more than one way to skin a cat? It's the digital era, idiots. It's so easy to transfer information back and forth. Oh my goodness. So you thought for a hot second, if you send this stuff to these people, that they were supposed to laugh and turn on me? You don't have friends, do you? I can see apparently you don't have good friends. I have good friends. And guess what? The picture with me in the red shirt doesn't look like me now. So they were sitting there like, man, you freaking improved. Yeah, I did improve by a lot. A lot. Not that chunky monkey anymore. No, I'm good. So yeah, got a lot of compliments on the transformation I had to go through. You know, all the punishment and starvation and deprive myself for all the junk food I want to eat. But yeah, got a lot of compliments on that. But most of all, we have all of them. All the ones you sent out, we have every single one of them. And the most important ones are the ones that have this address that you posted of this company that has nothing to do with anything whatsoever. You just chose to grab their address offline and just use it. Unfortunately, this address is within your own state. How's your population count? Like something like 800 in your town? It's not going to be hard to track you down. Ugh, my goodness. So easy. And Fernando, all your information just went over too. So since you're a part of this group, we sent over the picture of all you guys together, sitting in one area, all know each other by association. Yeah. So I was advised by the FBI to, when the court date comes up, to bring everything in for court. Oh, by the way, your Facebook account and all that information, they got it. We sent that in a long time ago. So they can basically do face recognition software, just about anything, to track down your whereabouts and where you're at. Got to make some mugshot of you. All right, so with that being said, that's all tidied up in a nice little bow. Thank you so much. You make my job so much easier. But anyway, got my 10,000 steps. So apparently all the stuff I had to do running around today, that's literally what I accumulated today. Yeah, a lot. I have no idea I walked around that much. I mean, I didn't even try a path this time. I just literally walked around on my usual walk that I go when I go pick up stuff from here to there, from back and forth. And apparently, yeah, I basically walk that much. So, to keep the creepy people off the channel, sorry to say this, my friend is going to set up a VIP server. This is a members only, and he's going to basically advertise and market the walk right here in Allentown. So in order for you to get access to the VIP server, you have to be accepted in order to get in there. So we already got members already jumping in already, so we have a nice crowded room in there. And we can finally have chat in there without the weirdos in there. So think how creepy these individuals were. And this individual, he was tracking down everywhere I was going in Allentown and Google mapping the areas to figure out what stores I was going in so he could send them creepy letters using somebody else's address. You cannot get any more creepier than that. Let me explain something to you, Mr. Fernando. Do you know that you are judged by the company that you keep? So if you hang around with thieves and robbers, you're actually labeled as a thief and a robber. And you hang around with very creepy people, but you also, too, yourself show the same tendencies that they show. You know, little puppet people, taking pictures of my butt, stuff like that. That's the kind of creepiness is the reason why people don't do business with you guys at all, period. And the reason why your business will continue to do what it does, absolutely nothing. You're creepy. Very creepy. So, that being said, well, that's just you. I'll see you in court soon, gentlemen. That is so sad. You see people at the end of the day, how good you got to be for people to act that way around. My products must be amazing if these guys are willing to go this far out to try to tarnish my company's name. Sad, isn't it? Man, the jealousy run deep. I think that that mother of all screens right there, that got to be doing something to you at the end of the day, don't it? Got to be. Can't make better products, but all you can do is just hate all day. Oh, my goodness. Got yourself in so much trouble. So, yep, you're going to have to deal with this company now because you used their address. And guess what? That's against the law. That's a felony. It's also a felony to contact anybody down here that they don't even know you're just sending mail for the sake of just selling mail. So you got a felony on your hands. So it looks like you're going to be doing some jail time. And McAfee, you are not cut out for prison because, yeah, I'm going to tell you right now, on the first day, they stealing your food. You definitely don't get tried on the first day. You stick out like a sore thumb. You don't look like the type of person that can hold your own. I'm just being honest here. You don't look like that type of person. By the end of the day, you're gonna be watching someone's undies. You look like a coward at the end of the day. I'm just saying what it is. You guys are like cowards. I'm not saying it because you're saying that. It's just, no, technically you do. I've been in this system already. I've seen your kind walk through there before. They don't do well. Suburban boys. So, yeah. But anyway, with that being said, gentlemen, everything you have tried to do to stop my business has failed miserably. So soon, I'll be in my trade shows. I'll be showing off my technology, and you won't get any access to that at all, period. None of that's going to be on YouTube at all, period. All that's going to be done offline business, every bit of it. And the contract, which pretty soon I'm going to be signing, that's also too offline. I have no information on any of that whatsoever. Maybe I might pop up here and there with something crazy like a big boat or something just for show. Well, they're going to keep it or anything, but yeah. That's gotta hurt. All the effort, all the energy, and you still failed. That's like giving it everything you got and you still failed. Oh, it's the Angry Birds scenario. When they climb the mountain, they find that they're on the wrong side of the mountain. They figure, ah, snap. And they got to go back up the other side, but unfortunately, you won't make it to the other side. Trust me. Well, I hope it was worth it. Now, while you sit there and fail again, I am going to get ready to process orders. It's something you're not doing. And I'm going to get ready for my trade shows and all the other good stuff I'm going to be going to. And you can't go because your products are fake and they don't work. Gentlemen, you have cancellations. Jamie, just a little message to you. Anything that pops up, all your address, all your information, even your Facebook page, goes to them. Anybody. McAfee, same with right back at you, because we have your whole page. We did try to block it later on, but it doesn't make a difference. You have to understand. Let me understand the concept. Your page site was copied. Do you understand that? Page for page, everything was copied. Doesn't make a difference if you block it. Doesn't mean jack. We have files on it, page by page. We can print it out and submit it anywhere we want. You think because you block your page that doesn't give us... No, not... You're thinking of basically a submit through link. No. I'm talking about document it. That way. To get you ready for court. Got to put a face on a person like to hide behind a computer and act up. Oh, got your attention, didn't it? Oh, so you thought about locking your account. You think I was born yesterday? No, I went in and scanned each one of your pages. All your stuff was scanned it. Yeah, I got pictures on everything now. So, keep in mind, gentlemen, if I were you at the end of the day, I could basically broadcast your stuff from here all over anywhere I want. But I'm not that type of person. I don't do that kind of stuff at the end of the day. I'm not ignorant like you. What I'm going to do is keep all your information. So next time you feel the need that you want to contact somebody, I'm just going to submit them all your stuff. Here's the guy who basically contacted you. Here's all his information. This is the other fellow that lives over in California. This is his company's address. This is all his information too. And here's his landlord information too. Because we got that too. Jamie, didn't I warn you? Didn't I give you a fair warning about this? This was going to happen on Tuesday. Going over to the consumer board, and I'm going to submit your document. I gave you fair warning, didn't I? You can sit there and cry and say I have nothing to do with what they do. You do. You started all this. Everything they do comes back to you, like how it rhymes. So I try to give you a break on this. This is the mail fraud that Jamie has committed that we filed against him. We're going over to, in California, Consumer Report and file against you. They're going to dig into all of this. They're going to dig into your accounts. They're going to find out you committed perjury. That's going to open up more Pandora's boxes. They're going to dig into whether you have a license to sell in the state of California. All that's going to come up now. And I warned you from the door. I gave you fair warning. Can't control your goons. Then you're going to have to pay for what they do. So this is your penalty now. Tuesday morning, we submit. Good luck with that nightmare. Now, gentlemen, I have a warehouse to think about that I'm going to be purchasing soon. Got to figure out what kind of e-bikes I'm going to use as an electronic charging station. I got employees to hire. And definitely, when I go to the trade show, I plan to accumulate a ton of distributorship contracts for the company. The mother of all screens is getting quite a lot of interest. And there are companies interesting right now in basically being able to use that technology for anything that they want to use it for. And it's going to bring a ton of money our way. Well, a lot of money I need basically at the end of the day to help other people out. You'll be making your $60 if you're still not locked up by now. But until then, you'll be making your like $10 or $11, whatever you make from your $60. And I'll be making thousands of dollars. Literally thousands of dollars. You know how much money distributorship contracts bring in? Consider the fact that we have a minimum. Now, if I get a customer who comes in, say they order 1 gallon from me, all right? So I make about $300 off the gallon, $360 off the gallon. But a distributorship contract, within our contract, we are guaranteed around $10,000 to $20,000 per order. That's a minimum. So imagine 12 to 13 of those contracts. Yeah, there you go. But this one's a little different. Because not only does this person want us to basically redesign this whole place with our technology, upgrade it, but he also has contacts where he wants to basically blow our technology everywhere it goes. And he knows at the end of the day, he's going to make a ton of money off of it. And he's right, he's going to make a lot of money off of it. A lot of money. So he already has contacts, he has connections, he's already well established. So yeah, so orders we have right now are his. So they're going out. He ordered all gallons. So they're going out for him. And once that's set in stone, consider the massive amount of contracts he's going to pull in. The more he advertises a company, the more money he's going to make. So he's going to push our stuff everywhere it needs to go. And since we took the time to develop all different forms of technology in different forms of areas, we can cover anything we want. Dedicated theater rooms, infinity ceilings, virtual floors, projector mapping applications, outside, the whole 9 yards, everything. We can even do golf simulators if we want. So he knows this, and he knows he's going to make a lot of money. And then the ad tech, to be able to advertise through glass, that technology, he's going to make a lot of money. We're going to make a lot of money. Make a ton of money. And you are going to figure to keep your butt out of jail, but you're still going to owe me a lot of money in the end. You're not going to make any money. You're going to owe me money. So all that, people, when you hear me on camera talking about weird stalkers and stuff, everybody on YouTube got them. They got their stalkers, everybody. But the difference between, I'm real lucky here and blessed here because I know where my stalkers are living at. And the fact that you use somebody else's address, and we have you, I mean, what are the odds of this guy coming into my Facebook page to act up and left his entire page open? Jamie did the same thing too. Left the whole page open. I was surprised when I opened it up and I went to their account. I was like, oh, the whole freaking account is open. Yeah, I wasn't there, man. I took pictures of everything. My buddy came in. He was basically copying page by page by page. Doesn't make a difference if you go in and put the privacy settings. We still got the pictures. It's not going to change anything. Anyway, I'm done there, gentlemen. I got things to do. Go cry somewhere. I'm about to go back and get everything set up. We got the new shrink labels coming, and gee whiz, the shrink labels are not freaking cheap. Them suckers is $800 for freaking, I think, 250 of them. But they'll fit the containers nice. Buddy's gonna come in and set up the barcode, all that stuff. I know one thing now. This guy, like I said, we're definitely doing business, no doubt about it. But I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket. So that's why I'm still doing the trade shows, still doing all that stuff at the end of the day, because I do want to bring on other companies. And one of the companies I'm actually looking at is Apple, because we did that demonstration when we had that screen coming up on the glass with the Apple logo. Yeah, definitely. They'll probably send me Apple products. I'll probably give them away to other people. Like I don't use Apple at all, period. We have a bunch of friends that like Apple, so I guess they can. They give us something free. They always give us free. Anytime with any kind of business company, I always give you free stuff. Like the other company, they gave me free laser projector one time. Casio, that's how I first found out about them. It even existed. I didn't know Casio made a laser projector. No. Do I hate these people? Nah. Because that's what they're supposed to do. They're jealous. That's what they do. That's what jealousy called. They're jealous. This is all they got. They don't have anything left. They can't make any new products. All this stuff has failed. No one's buying their stuff. This is the reaction of what people do when they're failing. This is the normal reaction. That's what they do. They lash out. Unfortunately, the lashing out they've done is going to get to some real time now. It's going to get some prison time, and they're going to get sued. I don't know who's going to sue you first, them or me, because they're probably going to file a lawsuit against you too. They're definitely going to lose that house. Imagine you got a bar and somebody used your address to spread hate in another state against somebody else. What would you do? Now, see, they can go in and they're in your jurisdiction. They're from Idaho. They can go and file and launch an investigation, and they can figure out exactly where you're at. Police are going to find you sooner or later. So that's what's going to happen. They're going to file. Just like Williams. Williams used a sneaker store. We would call them and told them exactly, gave them all his information and everything. Yeah. Right in your own state. So, I'll be reaching out to the owner again, at their email address, to submit anything they need over to them. Let them know that we will witness. When they take you out to trial, I'll come down there and I'll basically bear witness. That we received these messages from you in the mail that match your Facebook account. And we've had problems with you in the past. You wrote your name. You wrote a different, this is how dumb they are. You wrote a different address, but you wrote your name on it. Why didn't you write a different name? See, prison is full of people, at the end of the day, are regretting some of the simplest things that will get you caught. The most simplest thing that will ever get you caught. He literally wrote his first and last name on the letter under somebody else's address in his own state. So, piece of advice, because you don't look much of a fighter. We're going to try you, so you notice. You don't look like one who has heavy connections, so we're definitely going to try you, because you're new. And you don't look like you have, like, you know, any kind of street-worthy kind of credit attached to you, so don't go in there lying. Or beef your charges up to be more than what they're supposed to be, because they will find out. So you're connected with certain organizations, because they definitely will find out. And they're definitely going to try to take your food, so you're going to have to fight. If you let them take your food, they'll take your food every single day. So you're going to have to fight. And sorry I didn't go through that, because my family's connected, so when I went in I had ties. So it's good. That's why when I left out, I was getting around $300 on my books a month. It's a lot of money. Yeah, it's a lot of money at 300 books. And when I left, you know what I did? I didn't take the money off my books. I left it there for them. As a thank you for basically having my back when I went in. So my people called and said, hey, he's going to this facility right here. Make sure he doesn't get touched. When I went in, they already knew who I belonged to. I was already good. When I came out, I was getting money on my books, my $300. They were sending it over to make sure I was taken care of while I was in. When I left, I said, this is y'all's now. So now when they come out, it's like a favor. Like at the end of the day, like, hey man, this guy was in here with us, and he left the money on the books. Because a lot of people don't, they take the money with them. I didn't need it for anything. I was good. Even though they cashed in a favor, still, it's family at the end of the day. Left them $1,600 on the books. Ugh. Yeah. Whee. Ah, man, I tell you. Just keep doing dumb stuff. It's endless for these guys in the day. They just can't get any dumber. Ugh. Oh yeah, by the way, McAfee and Crow and the rest of y'all, there's a story rumor around here that you guys have a crush on me, that you're in love with me, and that you're mad because I turned you down, and you basically have this thing for me. And that's what everybody's laughing at when your letters come through. Like, hey, this stalker is just creeping you again. I said, what's it? I say, this guy, I said, there's a new guy, he's in love with me. Yep. He's, what do you call it? You're undercover. You know what I mean? You're married, but you know, you like that. You have a crush on me. How else would you explain all this energy at the end of the day? You guys must have crushes on me. I think you're in love with me. Jamie takes pictures of my butt. You constantly send me pictures of me all the time. Even your, whatchamacallit, your, what do you call it? The little cubey thing that takes the picture, the watermark. That's my face on it. You guys are basically obsessed with me. Who else does that crazy stuff at the end of the day? That's just weird stuff. That's why people on YouTube think you're creepy. Because if I saw somebody else's face down here, and it was it's stalking. You do know that's stalking, right? That's creepy. So, everybody down here thinks that you guys are in love with me. people on YouTube, yeah, they're starting to believe that too. You guys are in love with me. I don't use your, only time I show your pictures is unless you're in there doing something stupid and you're just doing something stupid. That's basically about it. But no, I don't take pictures of you and that stuff. No, you don't do that, no. Little puppet people and all that stuff, that's creepy. Even the police officer sat there and said, you don't sue this guy, right? Because this is downright disturbing and creepy. So I just told him, mother, you guys have some kind of weird sexual fantasy for me. Because who else basically does that weird stuff? So you're creepy. So I'm enjoying my 10,000 steps. I'm getting some sponsorship for that. Woo! I didn't even do the Martin Luther Drive yet. So wait, if I did the Martin Luther Drive and I went around, how many would that have been? And I did it in 91. It's 91 today. A bit of a heat of eyes for today. Wow, that's crazy. 10,000. Sheesh. I could have hit 11,000. I could have got it. When I went in to check, because I was walking all over the place, I could have got it. How many? We got 4.66 miles. We burned around 416.7 calories. Jeez. Travel speed 2.6 miles an hour. And we were walking for almost an hour and 48 minutes and 55 seconds. Oh, wait a minute. I've walked for 2 hours. No, this one's almost close to 2 hours. So what the 2 hours would have been? Oh, I could have probably got, yeah. I was 50 short of 11,000. Huh. Interesting. All right, people. Well, I told you they was creepy. I was not lying, was I? And I told you all of them are weird. They're all weird. I wouldn't trust Jamie with my information. I wouldn't trust anyone with my information. They're just weird people. What's that post up? I'm on my daily walk and you're contacting people in stores that I go into. Yeah, that is creepy. Wait till the judge hears that whole story. Like, yeah, they literally tracked down people, went on Google Maps, tracked down the stores, and sent them crazy messages attached to somebody else's address. Do you have any idea what the judge is going to do when they hear that? You know how crazy that's going to sound for you? I'm going to tell you something. It might not sound bad coming out of my mouth, but we're in a courtroom in front of a judge. It sounds plenty bad. Plenty bad. So what do you think is going to happen to you? You're not walking out of that courtroom. I can guarantee you that much. You are not going home after this one. You're not getting probation. You're not getting anything. You know why? Because we have a history of you doing this kind of stuff. You're not leaving. I guarantee you, gentlemen, we're going to go to court. You're not going home. I promise you this. You're going to be processed and be put through the system. That's what's going to happen to you. You just do too much weird stuff. You're going through the system. Ugh. I tell you right now, look, I ain't rejoicing over this, but I know what happens in those places because I told you, I've been there. And if you ain't got ties going in, you're in a lot of trouble. So, you remember on Reacher? You see when that guy walked in? Before you walk into that unit, they're already probably bidding on how they're going to get to you. And somebody had already basically paid some money along the way. Because we had some real young ones that walked through. Some people that walked through had no facial hair, whatever. And some of them just looked like straight up if you know what I mean. But anyway, yeah, guy gonna walk in and like, my, ain't you pretty. Yep. Think I'm joking. And there's one way they're going to figure out. Or test you at. They're either going to test you in the yard, test you in the showers, and test you in that lunch line. They're going to test you right in your cell on the first day. And for you to sit there, well, I did 8 years and 9 months in that place. So, I know. So, either two ways, you're going to be greeted. It just, well, if you did something stupid, which we already know the other person did something stupid, either somebody gonna walk over and they're gonna stomp you out because you did something on the outside that reflected on the inside, or you did something involving in another place you were at and reflected and popped up over there. One way or another, it's gonna happen. Or they walking over to basically just reach you and let you know, come on, let's go. You know, eat with us. This is people at the end of the day. That's how that's going down. Okay. Oh man, we're done. Got my 1050 in. Hopefully, I might do another set. Oh, we can't do another set. This is for the day, the lock for the day, and that's it. I can't do any more. I won't be counted anymore until tomorrow. 11,000. All right, so. I know naysayers that you're on my channel right now because I know you're in here trying to figure out what we're going to say and what I'm going to do next. You're getting cut off. I told you. Got a contract. You know what that means at the end of the day? That means literally, if I don't want to do YouTube, I don't do YouTube anymore. If you think for a minute that you're sitting back and you're stalking, added to your stalkiness, let's call it stalkiness. You're sitting in your stalkiness that you're going to figure out trade shows and you're not going to know about any of that at all whatsoever. All that's offline business. None of that will be ever broadcasted on YouTube. None of it. Where the shop's going to be at, who I'm going to be doing business with, none of that at all, period. As a matter of fact, I can just leave YouTube and just launch little short promos, and that's all we have to do. Because we got like, what, over 10,000 videos on this set? That's it. So what would you do? You got no one to basically taunt at their carry on or act up or be a jerk at the end of the day. You know what you could do? There's a thing called Get a Life. I mean, everybody's doing it. I mean, it's nothing special. It's been around for a very long time. It's literally called Get a Life. Because apparently, if you got that much time in the day to make up postcards like that, mind you how creepy this guy is. He took individual pictures and made a personal postcard to send out. Tell me how creepy McAfee is. You know what? You're married, right? Should we send this over to your wife? How would your family feel if we send this over to them so they can see, oh, they're going to see it in court anyway. They got to come to court anyway for the criminal charges. So your wife's going to see all that creepiness you've done. I don't think she want to be married to you after that. I wouldn't want to be married to somebody that's doing creepy stuff like that. Let me show you some of the weird stuff this guy sent over. What about your neighbors? How would your neighbors feel if this got out that you were stalking a man on YouTube and you were sending over creepy stuff like this? Look at the pictures. They were taking pictures of the cube, all that. Well, by the way, McAfee, that's copyrighted material, by the way, so you know that. Look at this. I told you he's a creepy guy. Yeah. Now imagine if that got out to your community with your name sitting right on top of it, and again using someone else's address. I wonder what the people would say in your church if that got out that you were basically stalking them online. Creepy guy. And Jamie taking pictures of my butt. Creepy. Very creepy. Well, they're going to find out when you go to court. You know, it's going to be on court records, right? So everything that's going to happen when you go to court, it's going to be on court records, public for everybody to know about. Your employees, everybody's going to know about it. And because of this, and because I told them that you are basically stalking me, and I think it's a sexual thing, I really do believe that, because it's just weird. I do believe that. I think you have a thing for me. You know, you're going to have to sign up for one of those, what do they call those, sexual offenders, whatever. Yeah, I'm going to make sure you get to sign up for one of those. Because that's just creepy, man. He made a collage. He literally made a collage of me. That's how creepy this guy is. Creepy. Made a collage. You're a creepy dude. Each one of these pictures are different too. That's actually when I was over on Habit Town. This is me working in the garage. That's me in the garage. That's the cube right there. Creepy guy. I'm reading through this. Oh, and you put my company's names on here too on top of that. Oh man, this is not going to go well for you, buddy. Not going to go well. You know, they can even track down the money that you paid for when they brought to the stamps. Even down to a stamp. They can basically figure out the currency and what paid for it. And track it down to a stamp. Creepy. But anyway, I'll see you soon in court, McAfee. And yes, you are going to lose your house, just so you know. Yeah, you can't get on camera and cry about this kind of stuff and then do stuff like this. It's going to, you know, cause you to lose your property. Because you don't have the money to pay them. You really don't. And on top of that, you got the other charges over here. And on top of that, we got a copyright charge because you did use the cube. And we didn't give you permission for that, did we? So guess what? We'll see you on that one too. Oh, man. I'm telling you, a lot of crying in court. I'm going to say a lot of crying in court. All right, creepy boy. I'm going to enjoy my 10,000 steps. My buddy's going to build a nice VIP server for members only. Unfortunately, sorry about that, people. And as of getting the contract now, because I was planning to go and do the expos and get the contracts, but now we're going to get doing those faster. We are just going to be working on basically concentrating on our offline company. I can come online and buy. There's no problem whatsoever. But the only reason why, and I put it this way, you'll get there. No, you won't get there. You'll be locked up. But anyway, the only reason why people advertise on YouTube is get their company out there. Once you have established a contract, or your product's good enough to be sold, to be under a contract, but you guys can't get there, then that's where the big money comes in. This is where you get, what do you call it, dealerships that sell your products now. They'll do a couple of videos here and there online, but mainly their bulk of their money is going to come from the trade shows. Just like if you're a rapper in the music business, the bulk of your money comes from going on tour. That's where it comes from. Not singing online, going on tour for a crowd of people. That's where it comes from. So, since we already are there, we really don't have to do YouTube if we don't want to. You have to. We don't. You still have to prove your products work. We don't. So you're stuck here until you figure out exactly how to get your product to sell. Till then, it ain't going anywhere. That's what you're mad about. That's what you're upset about. Alright. I am going to get ready to update sites. Because pretty soon we're not going to be doing that too much longer. Once we get the place and we establish where we're going to be at, we're not going to do the updates, recordings, and that. We don't need to do. We have to do it anymore. I'm going to hire somebody else to do it because I am definitely not doing it anymore. Pay somebody else to go in and get it done. We don't need to broadcast anything on YouTube about that. And if you gentlemen sit there and say, "Oh, we chased him off YouTube," yeah, I got chased off YouTube. Got $1 million distributorship contract. Ended up in a bunch of expos. Displayed our technology. Made more contracts with more money. And then turned around and got investors for ad tech and made tons of money off that technology. Yeah, and I'm a millionaire. You chased me off. Meanwhile, you're still on YouTube making nothing. Yeah. All right. See you in court, gentlemen. All right. And thank you so much for this. I really appreciate it. All right. Creepy. They're so creepy. Extra creepy.